Nice. All right, guys. So, good morning, everybody. My name is Ekme Aloatesi, also known as Banks, and I'm your main tutor and guide for Monday live sessions where we talk about setups for the week and possible things to look out for and how you can get started as traders. Right? So, let's comment. So, first of all, you need to look at you need to ask yourself, okay, what do I see in the market? Right? Gold was on this bullish momentum. That was what it ended the week with. These buys that was here. That's why it's always not good to leave your trade over the weekend sometimes because this PS can vary. So imagine that I saw it at like 100 pips profit, and from 100 pips plus in profit, it literally went down all the way, running 360 pips. That's like technically like 460 pips. This place to this place alone is 460 pips on these sales between midnight and now. That's like less than 7 hours. Oh. We had over 460 pips sales, if not even 500 pips. It's 270, yes. I'm even saying yes, like this is like 600 pips technically, but it's all good. Welcome to the gold saga. So I feel like it looks like a complex pullback, and some sort of reason it doesn't also look like a complex pullback. I would explain. My reasons for the bias pretty soon. Hold on, guys. All right. Let's look at this technically.
I'm supposed to use my data mapper.
I'm in 1 hour time frame right now. So first of all, you had market react from this area. Ask yourself why. I need you guys to see what I'm. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I need you guys to see what I'm talking about closely. Why did market react here? Why? Should be the first question. Somebody said liquidity. Somebody said area of supply. Okay. Then now let's put this here. Let's see who is right. Then we drag this all the way here. Now, can you see closely that that's not a coincidence? Market reacted there truly, right? And then the cannot children now. You can't be just saying you don't attend Zoom classes. It's not difficult. Only person the first anymore. So as I was saying, guys, so so this is a supply area, as you guys can basically see here. Right? Who said supply? Did anybody say supply in the chat? Area of supply is yes, correct, Amy. So yes, I didn't even know somebody said that. I just checked. All right, so yes, as you guys can see, this is a strong area. And if we put this area on, say, 4 hour, if we put that area on the 4 hour time frame, you would see clearly that it's not a coincidence. This is a strong 4 hour zone. This is a strong 4 hour, and this is sweeter because we had a sweep of liquidity here, which is correct about what that guy said. So for me, the setup looks like this. Pay attention. No? I need you guys pay attention to something here. The setup looks like this. We had the low, then the high on the higher time frame. The market pushed down price like this. The market pushed up price here. and then sold. Now this one becomes a sacrificial lamb for markets to push up price here and sell again. Then where is the setup? Daniel, click whatever you just did to my screen now. Then this now becomes your markup area. Preferably on the 4 hour or the 2 hour time frame. I just hope and pray you guys know the importance and value of these things. Because me, they never gave me this opportunity when I started trading. Maybe if I did, I'd probably be racking up $200,000, $300,000 on a single position right now. The only thing differentiating you from the normal is just confidence and believe in your own setups. Honestly. Aside from that, some of you are good to go. And all of you only knows when you only realize setups when things are going bad. Some people don't bother to basically practice. So now, that's the system. So that's the reason why we have this area here and market reacting. So now, what's my own speculation? I feel like we might have the continuation of the sales. Yes. I feel like we might have the continuation of the sales. We might have the continuation of the sales. And I'm going to be marking out my areas for you. Hold on a bit for me. 2 hour. Let's go at the 2 hour time frame. So now, if I'm looking for market reacting at a particular zone, I'm going to be marking out maybe say this low that is here. Just listen now. I'm coming, guys. I'm going to be marking out this area. So at least I'm still expecting market to give us a downward reaction into this zone that is here. One. And then two, mark out, see this area, this low. That's a very, very strong area. So now markets might continue this bearish momentum all the way down. But then if we see it break above this area, then you should know that the long is going to continue all the way to this high, most likely. So for me, it's two things. If it continues the bearish momentum, it's going to break TP1. This is TP1. TP2 is the sweep of this low. That's TP2. That means that buy that has been buying is now resetting all the way down. But then if it doesn't break, if it breaks this area, so if it continues to sell, this is TP1. If it breaks below this area, this is TP2 here. Now, if it continues to buy and it breaks above this zone that is here, then this is most likely your TP1 area for this, like 2745 area TP1, and then TP2 is this zone. I hope that's well understood. If gold continues to sells, this is TP1. If it breaks below TP1, this is TP2. This area is TP2. Now, if it continues to buy and buys and break above this zone, this high here, 2745 area, is TP1. If it breaks TP1, TP2 is this high, and then to infinity and beyond. And that's just it for XAUUSD. I hope you get that. So those that are in the signal room will be getting like fresh trades and all. Now let's move to GU quickly, and then we'll call it a day. GBUSD, let's see what you have going on for GU. So apparently GU actually hit the TP speculation that I had for last week. for the bearish momentum for GBP USD. But it's been a bit tricky. It's been a bit trickish. And then we had a gap. This is a gap that market created. So now let's look at it closely again. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's go to D1. What do we have here? Okay, market basically pushed down price to this low and is reacting because this area is a very, very strong zone. We sort of would agree, which means it's understandable if it's trying to buy because this area is a very, very strong area on the D1 time frame. Now, if we put this back to the 4-hour, here is a liquidity area, and then you add this low. Okay, so let's minimize and then go back. All right. So now, if you are looking at GBP USD buys, this area.
Mr. Benny, your usual customer is here, please.
So if you are looking at GBP USD buys, this area below here would have actually been the best area for you to actually take your buys from, considering the fact that it created a scaling in entry. What I mean by scaling in entry? If you look at the market has responded here before. So returning back price into this area, you could see that it actually pushed up and it went up, buying again and again and again and all that. So you can see that, okay, there are some solid reactions here too. So for me, GBP USD might buy a bit, maybe to this area. Now, if it gets to this 1.2677 region, we should expect the continuation of the sales, or at least maybe 1.26, maybe 1.26 200. If it gets 1.26200, you can see the sales, or it gets to maybe 1.26912, you can see the sales, continuation of the sales down. But me, I'm still banking on it being bearish, but the complex pullback is inevitable, right? But then if it breaks above those two areas that I mentioned, those two that is going all the way up to do a corrective move for the sales that I've been selling. But for me, I'm still looking at the bearish one. I'm still banking on the sales at least to break further below. But then you don't need to be stubborn to that. It needs to be dynamic. But that brings us to the next conversation, which is basically about how you can scale with capital and lot size. So one of the most important things for you as a Forex trader is your ability to be dynamic, right? You don't always have to be glued towards one thing. You have to see how you have to be changing and evolving. Not that you have to be changing all of your strategies, because only you today, you're using one strategy. Tomorrow, you're using another strategy. Next tomorrow, you're using another strategy, right? But like, you have to understand the shift and change in time, which means if you're doing something before that was bringing you this, please understand, okay, this thing is not working again, or this thing doesn't work as well as it used to. Let's create a system or another system that works and all that. And then from there, you can now, create a system that works for you, right? And also, you not having a problem with acquiring as much knowledge as you can, but also making sure that you streamline your knowledge, which means it's not every Forex book you must read. It's not every Forex knowledge you must take in. And it's not everybody that you must learn from. You must pick a mentor. And how do you pick a mentor? You need to ask yourself if this person's life or this person's ways or the way this person does his things or her things, is it in correlation with how I truly want my life to be? Right? Life all the time is not always about Lamborghinis or Ferraris or Audis or Rolls Royces, and all of those things are basically good. All of those things are very, very beautiful if you can acquire them. But there are certain key steps that you need to take to be able to get to those levels. And if you don't have the proper people to guide you throughout the course of that journey, you're going to make mistakes. And never, ever, ever, ever think that popularity equals prosperity. You can be popular and be broke. So one of the things you should chase is not human validation. One of the things that you should chase is being valuable. And that comes from understanding your risks. See, 2025 might be a different dynamic for everybody. I'm not a pastor or a prophet or anything of that sort, but 2025 would be a different dynamic for you, provided you are open to taking risks. I want you to ask yourself genuinely, all of the playing safe you've ever done so far in your life, how far has it really brought you? You have to take risks. Honestly, that's the only way we know those that are truly, 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 truly worthy of success and those that are not. Is risk. Those that are in Forbes list and those that are not in Forbes list, and those that are rich and those that are not rich. The difference between the both of them is that one person took risks while the other person did not. One person executed while the other person was just basically planning. Life doesn't always favor the most knowledgeable, yes, but life favors the knowledgeable and the knowledgeable that understands the application of knowledge. So once you have a setup, and that setup, you know that, okay, this particular setup system, I've seen it appear multiple times. Then create a rule for yourself. You can create a 5 trade rule, 10 trade rule, like some other traders would say, or however. So once you create a rule for yourself, you can say, okay, what you want to do is okay, yeah. So you can say what you want to do is you want to max out your maybe your lot size, or maybe you want to take maybe 20 trades on this particular account. So once you understand that, okay, out of 10 trades or 5 trades or 15 trades, I know that my setup appears at least 7 times, and my setup is good enough. Good. Now you already know that you have an edge. The next thing you ask yourself is that, okay, since my setup is good, my setup appears a lot of times, my setup is this, my setup is that. Next question next thing you want to ask yourself is that, okay, what is my risk to reward ratio? Once you create a system around risk to reward, right, and then you learn to basically not basically trade with your emotions, I think you should have an edge. Honestly, trading. So I just say a lot of people always look for people to blame for their own misfortune. But trading is one of the hardest ways to make easy money. I'm not gonna lie about that. Right? But if you that's why I don't trade for people. But some people they are really not good when it comes to trading naturally. Right? So they will always find excuses in whatever you do. I mean, I love when people learn from their own mistakes. If it's easy, enter your charts and trade yourself. Why are you complaining about another person's system? So once you learn to actually focus on yourself and see how you can build whatever portfolio you have for yourself on the long run, you should see adequate results eventually. Right? So first things first is you creating time for that knowledge. You know, being open to consistent risks is very, very important. Then once you've now seen that, okay, now I have knowledge, and now the knowledge is now working for you, right? Now you know that, okay, this knowledge works for me. I have a mentor, I have people around me that are traders, and all of us are all goal driven, goal oriented, and all that. See the beauty in making your first. I'm begging you, people. See the beauty in making your first $100. The $100 right now is 173K averagely on Xness, I guess. So see the beauty in making your first $100. Beauty in making your first $200, $300, $500, then your first $1,000. There is no competition whatsoever. The only competition you have is being better than your previous self. So the same person you were in 2023 shouldn't be the same person that you are in 2024, and you should scale and grow in 2025. Now, bear. Scaling necessarily does not have everything to do with money. People only think you scale and grow when you are making money. No. Are you growing exponentially? Are you growing with your network? The people that you have around you, are they influential people? Are they people that are doing big stuffs? Now your circle is beginning to change. Are you growing with knowledge? Are you growing mentally, spiritually? By the time you begin to do all of those, you know that, okay, I am growing, right? Now money automatically becomes a byproduct of all of these things. Your network gives accessibility to more money. Your spirituality gives accessibility to more money. Your knowledge gives accessibility to more money. Every single thing all intertwined. Now you now know that, okay, I'm growing in all ramifications. Because think about it. If you have friends that are influential, oh, Alpha, John, I have an information that can give you a lot of money. Right? And the next thing, oh, what can we do? You put in this, and then from there you're making more money for yourself. That's because of that friend. Now, influence brought you more money. Friendship and influence, not you. You didn't have anything to do there. It was your friend and the influence that he had, and that's all. So most people are like, oh, money. No, it's not all about the money. There are so many things that money automatically to come. So you being a valuable person, chasing adequate knowledge is very, very. A lot of people get buried. Oh, money. Relax. Relax. So once you chase the knowledge part, right, give enough time to the charts. Put in that sacrifice. Most people just want to make money. They don't want, and they always find other people to blame, like I say, for their own misfortune. So don't fall into that category. Have a plan. Have a 5-year plan for yourself, a 2-year plan, a 1-year plan, 3-year plan. Where do I see myself as a trader? Okay, do I plan on also evolving, going out of the space, and so once you have a plan, you have a system, you are slowly creating your network and your net worth, and then from there, money now becomes a byproduct of all of those things. Guys, I need you to focus on yourself. You are slowly moving into a new year, and the year is almost ending. Beautiful things can still happen this year, yes, and greater things will even happen in the next year. Next year should be a different dynamic for a lot of people. So I want you guys to start preparing, start taking those risks, start getting adequate knowledge, start networking with people, start connecting, linking up, and getting somebody that will properly guide you. And never ever have a problem with paying to get knowledge. Never ever have a problem with paying to buy accessibility. People pay to buy accessibility. Do you think you will just walk into a Rolls Royce collection with 10 naira? No. Some say, why are we paying for mentorship? Oh, yeah, now, if you're not paying for mentorship, then walk into a Rolls Royce collection without paying 10 naira. I was saying something that for you to have access to Lagos golf course or so, I think golf course or I can't really, I think they are golf course or so. I think membership fee is 1 million naira. Why are they not doing it for free? Most poor people usually think everything should be for free. That's poverty mentality. That's why they will never grow or scale. Once you start seeing the built-in exchange for exchange, value for value, okay, I pay for this to get this in return. Okay, people pay me for this to get this in return. Exchange for exchange, value for value. Then you're now having a billionaire's mindset. Imagine when Dangote wanted to create his refinery and Otedola was like, oh, am I not your friend? Why can't you allow me to join a refinery for free? That's poor, man. That is the reason why poor people are really poor. Because they love and see the beauty in free things. And it's not sustainable. It is not. But once try it. Have a friend or a circle of people that money or whatever can be a means of exchange. They will take it more seriously. You guys tend to generate more closer relationships, and then from there things begin to change. Like they now feel like you are worth somebody that they can tell something like, oh, I have a lot of people text me weekly. Somebody texted me, oh, I have a project coming up that bank will be interested in jumping on it. But if you are always looking for everything for free, nobody will even interested in them because they know, oh, this one. If we tell him this one now is another thing that is looking for free again. So I want you to start changing your dynamics, change how you think. Because even the Bible said that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So start thinking value, start thinking positivity, start thinking network, start thinking sacrifice and taking risks. And then from there, I believe your dynamics should change. So we have our Forex signal room for those of you that are not there. So you can basically join and then we'll get to share trades and setups and likes like that. Our Lagos bootcamp is starting tomorrow, but it's officially sold out. We're having a physical session for 4 days. People are going to be getting certificates. There'll be a lot of nuggets shared. We're going to be trading live. There'll be a lot of conversations about growth and development and all that. These are things that you guys are supposed to be attending. But they say everybody should come to party. You see everybody there. Right? So this is the time for us to change the dynamic. So you want to get started with us, you want to jump all of the things that we have going on, the automation and all that. I think that will be paused for now. But if you want to jump all of the things that we have going on, send a DM to any of our representatives and they will get you sorted. So I pray as you go about your new week, God guys, and protect every single one of you. Please try to stay safe and let people know where you're going. In as much as you need me, I also need you. I won't be talking to thin air. Right. So make sure that people know where you're going. Just stay safe randomly, right? And God continues to guide you and uplift you and your families far and near. I pray this new week is a fruitful one at large. Let's go and make some money, guys. So go this new week and change your mindset and stay positive. Bye for now. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys.